everyone, it's the Batman statue collector, and I'm officially back from a week-long vacation. I was with my family down in Mexico for a few days. It was fantastic. And what did I come back to? Well, I came back to Wonderfest, and what an amazing event it truly is. It's a very short event. It's only about 7 hours long, but I am completely blown away with what I saw. So I thought I would do another hits and misses video, and I'm going to be honest with you right up front. There is a lot of hits, okay? So I want to start out with one of my favorite pieces, probably my favorite piece of the entire event, and that is the 1/3 scale Lobo. Now, I'm going to be honest here again, I don't know a lot about the character. I know that there's been other statues done of him, but these photos of him look absolutely amazing. He is, again, 1/3 scale. He's massive. He comes with dog. He looks really cool. I love that he's biting his lip. It just looks really good. And then, of course, we also can see here that he also has an alternative head, alternative weapon here. He's got the space dolphins. Again, I don't know really anything about this character other than I know he has fought or interacted with Batman a little bit. And so I am very excited about this piece. I want to get him. I don't know if I'll end up getting him because I don't know if I'll have space for him, but he's definitely on my priority list of possibilities because I absolutely think he is absolutely amazing. And again, I just think there's so much detail here. And I'm just absolutely blown away by the way he turned out. So I have a feeling a lot of you out there are also going to agree with me that this is probably the piece of the event. Again, it's just absolutely a masterpiece in my opinion. He looks absolutely great. Alright, so next up is the comic version of Deathstroke. Now, I, of course, have the Arkham Origins version. Very happy with him, but this one looks really good as well. Now, he is going to have a couple of different switch-outs. He's got the arm holding the gun. Looks really good, or he also has a couple of the blades. I am unsure if he will have any sort of baton or any sort of weapon that way. But he definitely has these two switch-out options, and it looks like he's going to have 3 different head sculpts. The more modern head sculpt, the classic comic book, and then the half Deathstroke, half skull mask, and that looks really cool. Again, I feel like he is very dynamic. I love the way he might be hunched over a little bit too much here. Again, these are prototypes, so Prime 1 is always tweaking them. They're always trying to make them better. But I really like it. I'm trying to decide whether I like it better or not than the one I already have. I love the colors. I love the action part of it. I think this one's really good, and I think this one will be extremely popular with a lot of the Deathstroke fans out there, or just the comic book collectors as well, because he looks really good. I love the colors. Lots of detail here, and the base is really cool. I'm a little concerned with the size of that sickle sticking out because it does take up a lot of real estate. But again, I love the art direction, of course, from Johnny Pham. Fantastic job as always. Really like this piece. Next up is another comic book version, and that, of course, is Nightfall's Azrael. Now, I am not a giant fan of the Nightfall series, but I know a lot of you out there are, and they love it. And so this is a perfect representation of what he looks like in the comic books. He looks really good. I love the base on him. I love the action, the dynamic pose that they did with him. He looks really good here. He also is apparently going to be coming with 3 different head sculpts as well. I think that they all look really good, actually, and I'm excited because I know so many of you out there really have been wanting this piece for a really long time. I have the Arkham Knight version of him, which is very, very different than the comic book version, but again, if you are a comic book fan of Azrael or the whole Nightfall series, you're going to want that in your collection, believe me. He probably won't end up in my collection because I just don't have the space. He's a great piece, but I know that a lot of you are really going to like him. Next up is the Dark Knight Returns 3 Master Race Batman. Now, we saw him at San Diego Comic-Con, and he looked absolutely phenomenal. He had the yellow chest emblem and the gun sticking up, the rifle. Now, this one we see that there's going to be an actual switch out, so you can actually switch out the chest to the black version, just the black logo, or he also can hold the grapple gun. Now, I think that this statue is a must-have if you are a Batman fan. Now, I've never been a giant fan of the Dark Knight Returns books. I just don't always love the stories or love the art. But I think I'm going to be getting this piece because it screams Batman to me. It screams ultimate Grail piece, and I absolutely love it. I don't know if I love the rifle. I probably would display it with the grapple gun in my Batcave. Again, space is very limited. All of these new statues are definitely making me kind of reconsider some of the pieces that I've pre-ordered. But I have a feeling this one is definitely going to be coming home. I believe that there also might be an additional switch out according to some sources that I have. So stay tuned for that. But I think that this piece, again, is a perfect representation of Batman. If you don't have a Batman piece in your collection, this will be the one to get, believe me. It looks absolutely amazing. Alright, next up is the Injustice 2 Aquaman and Black Manta. Now these are going to be in 1/4 scale, so the Injustice 2 line will all be 1/4 scale. Now I did mention Lobo earlier, and he is Injustice, and I don't know if that means Injustice 1. He's 1/3 scale. But these are all, Injustice 2, all 1/4 scale. I love what they've done with the bases here. I love the way the water is flowing. A lot of details here. I am not a player of Injustice 2. I don't always love the character designs basically as much as I love the Arkham designs. So this might not be a line that I collect. I might collect a few pieces here and there. But again, if you are a fan of Injustice, there's going to be a ton of these, I have a feeling. And again, I love the art direction. I think that they're going to be great. And the fact that they're 1/4 scale, again, you can fit a lot more in your collection. You can fit them in your Bestas, your Detolfs, or whatever you have. They're going to fit if you work it out. Again, I think they're going to be full of color, full of design and animation. I really like the water on Black Manta. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. And I know a lot of you are really excited to finally be adding those pieces in your collection. Next up is a real quick update on the Hush line. Now here we can see Batman. We saw it at San Diego Comic-Con that they've updated him, they've made his head larger, they've texturized the cape, which I think all looks really good. I even think it stands up a little bit more than he did before. This one now we saw a featured kryptonite ring on his finger, and that we haven't seen that before. I don't know if I would want to display it that way, so I'm hoping we still get the regular fist. It has not been clarified yet from Prime 1. But overall, I think Batman's looking great. We also see with Superman, we see the updated ivy around Superman's head. Originally, it was printed on his neck. This now is an option just to put it around his neck. Again, it fits along with the Hush storyline. It's fantastic. I really like that update with that. Poison Ivy, I believe everything's the same on her. I didn't see any new updates with her. But on Huntress, of course, the brand new piece we saw at San Diego Comic-Con, we now have the updated look with the crossbow. I really like that look, but I also really liked her holding the staff. I think either option is going to be really cool. I'm hoping to get Huntress in my collection. I do have the other three on pre-order. Still debating whether Superman belongs in my Batcave or not, or if I have the space for him. I'm definitely going to get Poison Ivy and Batman regardless. Do I have a space for Huntress? I hope so, because I think she looks absolutely fantastic here. Again, I feel like Prime 1's hitting it out of the park with the Hush line. The last one I want to talk about with the DC line is the Batman Who Laughs. Again, I am completely sold on this piece. I loved it at San Diego Comic-Con. I love it at Wonderfest. I'm so incredibly impressed with this piece. I love it. I am going back and I'm going to be reading Metal here because I didn't get all of the pieces put together. So I've been encouraged by some friends to go ahead and read all of it and the stories before it. And so I'm going to do that, and just because I love this piece so much. We did see here the what I'm assuming is the exclusive, and that's the Joker Robin here. I don't know if that's one that I would necessarily need because I'm so impressed with just the regular statue, but it is going to be a nice exclusive if that's what it is. Again, I just absolutely love this piece. Alright, so I just wanted to mention a few other pieces that really caught my eye. If you are a fan of the It Pennywise, this thing is amazing. It's half scale, it's massive, it looks like it uses a real balloon. I don't know how that's going to work with keeping the helium in the balloon, but oh my god, it looks absolutely cool. And I'm really impressed. I think it's one of the best versions of any Pennywise that I've ever seen. And again, it's half scale, so if you are a movie collector and have some of the other half scale pieces, this might be for you. Incredibly terrifying. I love the base. I love the hand reaching out for the sailboat or the paper boat. It just, oh, it looks really cool. I'm very impressed again. And I think that this is one of Prime 1's best of the show. And there was also the Jurassic Park line. Really great pieces from Jurassic Park. I've always loved dinosaurs. I've always loved Jurassic Park. Again, it won't fit in my collection, but if you are a collector of dinosaurs or you just love the movies, these things are ultra realistic, and they look absolutely stunning in my opinion. I think you cannot go wrong with these pieces. Really cool stuff. And then of course they had a lot of new Transformers as well. If you're a Transformers fan and collect those pieces, I know Kelvin Loke was really excited about a couple of them, and that some of those were his dream pieces. So from top to bottom, Prime One put out at the very beginning. They said, you know what, don't be too excited about these things. We still have a lot of work on these. They're just prototypes. But everything that they showed, people have been incredibly impressed. So I am, if this is only the prototype and they're still wanting to improve these things, I mean, my mind is blown. Especially because I just feel like there's some of them that don't need any work at all, because they are, in my opinion, masterpieces. Again, like that Injustice Lobo, amazing piece. And again, I'm hoping to be able to put that in my collection again. That piece is making me reconsider a lot of the things that I have on pre-order right now, and how I'm going to kind of go forward with my collection. I do have movie pieces on pre-order. I do have Arkham pieces on pre-order, and right now I am starting to kind of figure that I think I want more comic book based characters, more comic representations in my collection, because I love movies, but these comic book pieces are really speaking to me. So I may pare down some things in my collection. I may move some things around. The sky is the limit. But I'm really excited about this event. Wonderfest to me was absolutely amazing. And I cannot wait to see all the other new pieces that Prime One's going to be coming out within the next year. I know I've personally seen some teasers. I know that there's some teasers out there that you guys haven't seen yet, for some pieces that, again, are going to blow your mind as soon as you see them. And as soon as I'm able to release them, I will be bringing it to you guys on this channel first thing, because I cannot wait to share them with you. But again, there's just some really cool things coming up in the future here, okay? So those are my thoughts. Those are my hits and misses. Did I have any misses? Not really, because again, it was just an amazing show. Again, there's always things that can be tweaked, and that's the greatest thing about Prime One. They are tweaking things constantly. They're trying to make it better. They're trying to improve it for the fans, because again, you guys are the ones buying it. They know what you want. They're doing it. Oftentimes, not only for them, because they're fans themselves, but also they know what you want, and so they're wanting to make it the best statue possible, basically. So again, thank you guys so very much for watching. If you got enjoyment from this video at all, please give me a like. That really helps the channel out. Please subscribe if you haven't done so, and please share this video. The more you share it, the more people watch it, and that really also helps this channel out, gain new viewers, and it basically helps find people just like you out there that are interested in this kind of content. So thank you guys so very much for watching. Again, please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you in the Batcave.